number one de las buenas mis males. Yeah, 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 yeah. Me dice que tal si vamos a quemar. You know. Pero vaya, gente que no le gusta que no sea normal, mala. Estamos en la buena, pero con ellos en la mala. Solo tenemos una vida, hay que gozarla, bebé. Hay que gozarla, bebé. Ella es una fila, una mujer entera. Tiene su respeto, ella es la mera mera. Es de la plaza, esa es su casa. Pero mira cómo mueven las masas. Ella es una águila, una mujer entera. Tiene su respeto, ella es la mera mera. Es de la plaza, esa es su casa. Pero mira cómo mueven las masas. La patrona la designa, pero mira cómo vaina, girl. La patrona la designa, pero mira cómo vaina, girl. Es lo que te llevases. Ay, aquí competencia ya no hay. Nadie se compara a tu style. Por eso andamos fire. Andamos fire, por eso andamos. Vamos a bailar toda la noche hasta las 12. Vamos a vivir la hippie life, vivimos del roce. Aquí todo es natural, no me cambio mi pose. Y estamos a los J corté porque no me conoce. Tranquila hasta el fin. Aquí estamos flow, pues, nunca flow play. Sé que somos happy porque estamos buen güey. Tú siendo mi Yang, yo sería tu Jim. Ella es una fila, una mujer entera. Tiene su respeto, ella es la mera mera. Es de la plaza, esa es su casa. Pero mira cómo mueven las masas. Ella es una águila, una mujer entera. Tiene su respeto, ella es la mera mera. Es de la plaza, esa es su casa. Pero mira cómo mueven las masas. La patrona la designa, pero mira cómo vaina, girl. La patrona la designa, pero mira cómo vaina, girl. Es lo que te llevases. Ay, y aquí competencia ya no hay. Nadie se compara a tu style. Por eso andamos fire. Andamos fire, por eso andamos.
Lunes, Nicky Baker. Over. You know what?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 2 of Person, Place, Thing. If you didn't tune in last week, Person, Place, Thing is a movie trivia game. We're going to have 2 contestants battling it out for 5 rounds, and we're going to test their movie knowledge. We're going to give them a person, a place, and a thing from the movie. They're going to have to give us the title. But without further ado, let's meet our 2 contestants tonight. Welcome! Hello. So tonight we've got Kate Cohen. Kate, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Jesse. I'm ready to crush this or bomb terribly.
Well, I have complete confidence that you will definitely do one or the other.
I mean, nowhere in between, that's for sure.
It's all or nothing, Kate. Lee Russell is our other contestant tonight. Lee, how you doing, buddy?
I am feeling a fire in my chest to try to win this, and I'm going to do my best.
That was extremely inarticulate, my friend. I hope there's nowhere to go but up.
Oh, yes.
I'm just kidding, my friend. So here's what I want to do. I want to give you 2 a little bit sort of the guidance around the rules of the game while I was trying to pin my video here. So that was a very seamless transition. So Lee and Kate, thank you for joining us for Person, Place, Thing. If you're unfamiliar, this is a game show that was created by my best friend forever, Carlos Diaz. Carlos is in the chat tonight as the Los 18. And he's going to factor into this game just like everyone else in the chat will factor into the game tonight. Because guess what? Some of these clues, let's not sugarcoat it, are going to be pretty hard. So we want to make sure that you all have as much help as you need. So in addition to Los, our creator, being in the chat, anyone else in the chat can help you at any point in time during the game. The 2 of you have been given 3 very generous lifelines, if I might add. And if you look just underneath, Lee and Kate, just look down. Yep. You can see those lifelines right there. So if you watched last week, you should be familiar with them. But to recap, we've got the director. So if you don't, after I give you the person, place, and thing, if you still don't know the title of the movie, you can ask me for the director, and I will provide that for you. I'll do it gladly. Just know that this could either help or further confuse you. In addition to the director, you can ask the audience. You can poll the audience. So what we'll do is I'll go to the chat. I'll read off some of the answers and the guesses from the chat. And those of you in the chat, be confident. Throw out as many guesses as you want or as you can. But if you're certain of the answer, then you better most certainly type that out. And then lastly, and might I say most excitingly, you can phone a friend. Now, some of you might be saying, Jesse, did you just steal this idea from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And I would respond, please speak to my attorney. So you can, Lee and Kate have been kind enough to entrust me with contact information of people that they apparently care about in their lives. And I promise that I will only abuse that contact information between the hours of 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on April 22nd. After that, I will delete their phone numbers and never speak to their phone of friends again.
We appreciate that.
I mean, he's a nice guy. You could call him the number.
Lee, I'm 41 years old. I don't have any more room in my life for new friends.
Yes.
So if you're in the chat for the first time, let's check in with everyone. Okay, so Richard Kalis wants to know what my attorney's phone number is. Good one, Richard. Jason says yes to no new friends. Hey, Los, we see the Los. There he is. Very, very good. Sammy Medina says no. Shout out to Sam. Welcome, Sam. I think we got Eddie and Alex in the chat as well. So good to see you guys. We got some new viewers this week. Very, very excited for you. And you know what, folks? The last thing I want to mention is I didn't give credit to the actual... This show is built on a pyramid of trust, okay? At the very top, we've got the Los 18, Carlos Diaz, the creator of Person, Place, Thing. On the bottom, we've got Jesse Gomez, humble host. On the other side of the pyramid, we got our head writer, our only writer, Miguel Lepe Jr. We form what I like to call a triangle of Latin excellence. There we go. Just wanted to make sure to give credit to the people that keep this train moving. If you're wondering why this show looks so beautiful, it's because our non-Latino friend, Ryan Ford, is a genius. All right. With that, Ryan, let's kick it off. Kate's going to go first in round 1.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm ready to get shark mauled by this clue.
Well, that's our guarantee, is that I guarantee one of our contestants will get shark mauled.
I'm ready. I'm here for it.
That's just my promise.
That's
All right,
why I
Kate.
came tonight.
Kate, if you're ready for your round 1 question.
Yep, ready.
Okay, here we go. So your person is Harrison Ford.
Tasty. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Let's pause for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Harrison Ford is my sweet, lovely wife, Linnea Smith Gomez. Harrison Ford is her real one and only true love. So.
Oh, okay.
I get it.
That's all right. You're not a bad second, Jesse.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay, great. Tasty. Keep on going.
Our place is an airplane.
Ooh, tasty. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And our tasty thing, shout out to Meg Kennedy, is snakes.
Oh, wait. Should I know this? Is this well? Okay, so I think I know. Oh, duh. Okay, great. Yes, of course. So for me, can I say my my out loud thinking?
Yeah, please let's chat about it.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. So the thing is so for me, I got confused because when I hear Harrison Ford airplane, the conclusion I immediately jumped to, which is not the answer, is Air Force One. And then I saw snakes and I was like, wait, but if we're going real tasty Harrison Ford, this is Indiana Jones, and particularly Raiders of the Lost Ark when he gets on the float plane.
So you're saying the correct answer is Indiana Jones?
Correct. Yes.
Then you would be correct. The answer is Indiana Jones.
On the journey of my thinking, I saw Harrison Ford airplane, and I was like, delicious, Air Force One. And then I saw snakes, and I was like, nope. We got to go a little bit back in time.
That's perfect. And those of you who tuned in last week, you've noticed that we've included some new graphics. So anytime there's a correct answer, popcorn will fly and grab as much as you want. It's all you can eat.
Amazing.
That set me back quite a few bucks. Kate, great job.
Thank you.
You earned a point in round 1. Lee, are you ready?
Ooh, I'm ready.
All right, my
I'm
friend.
ready.
Okay, my friend, you're over here. Sorry about that. Great. Okay, Lee, how are you feeling?
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. I'm psyching myself out so much.
I can
It's
see
like-
that.
Yeah.
Let me just.
I'm toning it down. I'm just like trying to stay cool.
No,
I
you're
did undo the
good.
button, chilling out.
You look good.
Thanks.
Dad to dad, I want to tell you, you're bringing it, Daddy. All right. Enough compliments. Here we go. Lee, your round 1 person is Tom Cruise. Your place is Prague. And your thing is an exploding gun.
Loading gun. It's got so many. There's so many movies where a gun explodes for him. And when I think of Prague, I actually think of Blade 2. He's not in Blade 2. All right. Okay. Ooh, this might be. Whew. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna throw this out there. This is where my brain is going. I'm trying to piece it together.
Real quick, Lee, before I
yeah.
don't want you to. I know you're stressed out, so I want to remind you and the audience that the lifelines are available each and every round for you.
Touche. You know what? I will take a director. Let me take the director. That'll be a good idea.
Excellent. So, so let the record show that Lee is using the director lifeline. And Lee, as you can see, that has now been X'd out. Lee, the director of this round 1 movie is Brian De Palma.
Can you say that again? My pods died for whatever reason.
That's okay. The director is Brian De Palma.
Okay. I should have got all my instincts, and my instincts are Mission Impossible Uno.
Lee, that is correct. Enjoy some popcorn, buddy. I know I will.
It's good.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that concludes round 1. And at the end of round 1, our score is tied 1-1. So good job, Lee. Good job, Kate.
Thank you. Red light, green light, smack.
Oh,
that's right.
It's so good.
Very good. And just want you to know, the chat is losing their minds over the popcorn. So we've stumbled on some gold here. The Los 18 threw up the 2 hands. So we're doing great. Yeah. He doesn't throw those around lightly. Okay, friends. So like I said, at the end of round 1, the score is tied 1-1. And I think it's time for round 2.
Ooh.
woohoo. Yes. I love the dinosaur.
Never saw that one coming. Clever girl.
I think so far 2 weeks into this, my favorite part of the show are the contestants' reactions to the graphics.
They're so good.
They're really
They really are awesome.
Oh my god.
It's almost as if we don't deserve them, but we do. We deserve all of us. Everyone at home, everyone here, we deserve all the good stuff.
We deserve it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, all right. Moving on.
Okay.
Kate, are you ready for your next clues?
I was born ready.
All right, Kate. You did great in round 1.
Thank you.
Just a reminder, as I mentioned to Lee, all of your lifelines reset each round. So you didn't need any of them last round, but in the event that you do, they're all available for you.
Great.
So, all right. Without further ado, your round 2 clues are: your person is Susan Sarandon.
Love her.
Your place is a mansion.
Okay.
And your thing are fishnet stockings.
Susan Sarandon, a mansion, and fishnet stockings. So, this is I know this. And I know this because for a second I was just like, well, maybe this is a Bull Durham nod, but those aren't fishnet stockings. Those are garters for the hand-eye coordination. Flip, flip, flip. We know. Anyways, but this is even farther back in time. This is a Rocky Horror Picture Show, baby.
Kate Cohen, it's popcorn time. That is correct.
Put it in my face. Delicious.
Amazing. And I love going down the Bull Durham journey to only realize no.
We'll leave Bull Durham where it belongs, which is in a sacred place.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. After 2 rounds, you are batting 1,000.
Take that, Lee. Take that.
Oh, jeez. Gauntlet thrown. Okay.
But not to be outdone, my friend Lee Russell, you have a chance to tie it up. Lee, are you ready?
I am ready. Let's see what I can...
My friend, let me just remind you, you have access to all of your lifelines. So Ryan, if we can strike the X from the director and clear that board. Thank you, my friend. Lee Russell, are you ready for round 2?
Ready for round 2.
Okay. Your person is Steve Martin. Your place is a dentist office. And your thing is human blood.
Okay. I love this because this is backstory.
fourth grade is when I knew that I wanted to be an actor full time, not like just as a hobby. And it's not only from this movie, it's from doing a scene from the Plaza Suite by Neil Simon all day for a class. And I performed for other classes. And that confidence booster from my teacher led me down this path. I love it. That movie that we watched was Little Shop of Horrors, directed by Frank Oz. And the Blu-ray has a brutal ending that you can find on YouTube.
Lee Russell, thank you for that anecdote. Thank you for taking us down a little bit of Lee's origin stories. Thankfully, that all paid off. You are correct, my friend.
Woo.
Enjoy the buttery goodness of that popcorn, buddy. Oh, and after 2 rounds, the score is tied 2-2. Before we move on to round 3, I want to get to know the two of you a little bit better. So this is a little segment I like to call getting to know the contestants. Makes sense. So if you tuned in last week, you might be a little bit familiar, but let's start with Kate. Kate, I asked some of the folks this last week. Have you ever walked out of a movie before?
So I don't want to ruin the magic for our audience, but you did send these questions in advance, so I was reflecting on it.
I'm sorry. So if you don't want to ruin the magic for the audience, why would you ruin the magic for the audience?
Because I believe in authenticity, Jesse. That's what I believe in.
So you're just calling me a phony. Fine.
No, I think I'm calling you prepared.
Oh,
thanks.
And sensitive and taking care of those around you.
Well, let me course correct after a serious overreaction on my part. Kate.
Thank you. Okay, so when I was reflecting on this, I have left a couple of movies, but they were because I was like not feeling well, right? So there's a couple of like, medical and health reasons that I've left movies. But those aren't interesting. So I was thinking about the movie that I wish I had walked out of because of just like the uncomfortable circumstances I was in. I went and saw Avatar, which is bad enough by itself. But I went and saw Avatar on New Year's Day with a couple of friends. And we were 10 minutes late to the start of the movie. And went in 3D to the theater that's like the AMC at like Ohio and Michigan. You know what I'm talking about? You go up a big escalator. And so since we were late coming into the movie, there were literally no seats except right in the front for 3D Avatar. So we sat on the side of the theater on the floor with our coats. It was New Year's Day. So we're in these like bundled up coats, like sitting on parkas, leaning against the side. I'm an old woman and 3D makes me nauseous. And so I was watching it with my 3D glasses like this the whole time to not get nauseous. And I was like, I hate this movie. I hate this experience. I would like to leave, but I stayed the whole time.
Kate, I can empathize with you. I once was tasked with saving 6 seats for the premiere weekend for Blair Witch Project. Which meant I had to fight with numerous horror film nerds at the Piper's Alley Theater. I can relate to that to some extent of just not wanting to be in a theater. Interesting. How about this? What's like an just inarguably bad movie that you love and even recommend to people?
Oh, yeah. So also thinking about this, and I'm taking a page from the book of Mayor Rob Grabowski, who last week produced a DVD. So I'm going to do the same because I will go to my grave saying that this movie rocks, and it's The Lost Boys.
We love The Lost Boys.
Well,
the Los 18 loves The Lost Boys.
Well, let me tell you, not everybody loves The Lost Boys, and they're like, this movie's terrible. To them, I say, fight me. Freaking fight me. Because this movie is amazing and it has everything.
You got backup. I'll be there.
Thanks,
that movie's great.
Literally the entire team behind Person, Place, Thing will fight anyone who doesn't like The Lost Boys.
Well, you have another person with minimal fighting skills in your corner to help because, if you just, I could break down every scene in this movie and why it's incredible. And so this is I will far and wide recommend this movie that some people say is really bad.
The chat just exploded as well. So Marilet Martinez shouted out Santa Cruz, California, baby. The Los just screamed, Marco! Jason, CSC Jason said the music in it rocks. He's not wrong.
So
Black Agave
for 8 minutes. Just like, longest shot over the ocean in history. Give me all of it. It's so good.
Black Agave says it's horror and comedy at once, which honestly is like perfect for
and
in
romance a movie. And like macabre, like occult, like it's everything. It's got it all. This movie, I would say the only other movie that's got it all as much as this is Point Break. I mean, it's a different flavor of got it all, but it's got it all.
Oh my gosh!
I've never made that comparison. That's an awesome comparison.
Oh man, amazing. And then last question for you, Kate. Thank you so much. What's a movie that you're kind of embarrassed that you've never seen?
Oh, I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life. Never. And I know it's a classic. It's like, a holiday movie that lots of people watch every year and everything. Never seen it.
Statistically, that seems really hard to believe because it's on so much.
I know. And then I start to, but to that question, then I start to wonder, well, am I purposely like turning it off or like changing the channel when I see it on? I'm not going to start It's a Wonderful Life midstream. I want to start it from the beginning. So if I stumble upon it in December on AMC or whatever, I probably will not just like dive in and be like, I'll get up to speed. I want to like treat it delicately because I know it's a classic. And it means a lot to a lot of people. I'll get there. Hopefully I'm not getting dragged in the chat for not having seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Actually a bunch of people are like, I haven't seen it either.
Oh,
so
sweet. Watch party.
Ryan Ford says it's brilliant. It's very long and brilliant. Jason Geis hasn't seen it either. And Susan Remley hates it.
Oh, Susan! Oh, well then Remley hates it. I want nothing to do with it. I trust that woman.
I mean, doesn't she own a Planet Hollywood at home edition? So she knows her movies.
I'm pretty sure Bethany took it home with her to Chicago. So not to say that Susan doesn't own it anymore, but I think it's out of control at this point.
Well, she spent resources on it, so that counts for something. Kate, thanks so much. It was great to get to know you a little bit better. Appreciate it.
I can't wait to bomb it in future rounds.
You'll be fine. Lee.
Hello.
Well, as Kate peeled back the curtain and revealed that I sent you these questions in advance, so no need to be organic.
No. I honestly didn't know they'd be the same questions. I just assumed they were like, hey, I might ask these, I might ask something else, but it was just like to let you know. So
I crave consistency. So yeah, have you walked out of a movie before?
I have so many stories around movies because I've just grown up going to the theater so much. One of my favorite was the double feature I made happen, which was Under Siege, the first Under Siege, and Candyman came out on the same weekend. And I wanted to see Candyman. And my dad was a very big Steven Seagal fan and wanted to see Under Siege. Now, I shouldn't be seeing either film at that age.
How old were you?
I honestly don't know.
That's okay. It doesn't matter.
I'm like 12, 11, 12. Like almost teen. I shouldn't be seeing either film. I'd argue Candyman would be a better film for me, but at the same time, it's just Nightmare. Anyway. So we go to the theater. He buys tickets for the whole family. My sister saw Under Siege. I'm 3 years older than her. This is not like... It's insane. We've seen movies like this all the time. I'm remembering my sister being there. I could be wrong. Memories are a fickle thing. Anyway,
none of us were there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're sitting down and we're watching this movie. I'm like, yeah, okay, things blow up, whatever. Lady pops out of the cake and I just go, okay, cool, whatever. You know what? I got to go to the bathroom. I go to the theater showing Candyman and I sit down and I start watching Candyman. I'm show up late and I'm watching Candyman. I'm like, oh my God, this is brilliant. The score, everything, I'm loving this. And then I go, oh, I should be coming back to the bathroom. And and I get up out of Candyman and I go back to Under Siege and I interrupt the movie for my dad and I sit back down and I'm watching Under Siege. I'm like, yeah. I got to go to the bathroom. And I get up again and I go to Candyman. So throughout the movies, now Candyman did start later. So it's also a longer movie. So I keep getting up and going out and I keep sitting in Candyman longer and longer. So it's not believable that I'm going to the restroom.
Oh, this is a total Three's Company scenario. You're Jack Tripper on 2 dates right now. Holy moly.
Yeah. And Under Siege ends. My dad goes to the bathroom to look for me, goes into Candyman before it's over and says, get up, get out of here. And he ruins the movie a little bit for people seeing it. And they're like, kid, get out of here. You don't have a ticket to this. And I get pulled out of Candyman before I ever finished. I never saw both films until they were released on video. But I made my dad real mad that day.
Amazing story. Speaking of Under Siege, I came downstairs and my wife Linnea Smith Gomez was like 15 minutes into it last week on HBO, and we both watched the entire movie. And someone in the chat mentioned that it did not age well, and they're not wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like literally at the very end, Erica Liniak, who was thrown into certain danger against her will, is forced to make out with Steven Seagal while he brags to his friends. They're like, what are you gonna do next? He's like, look at this. And it's just, it's very cringeworthy. It's, I would argue, not consensual, but different times. The 90s.
Under Siege 2 is aged a little better, but most Seagal movies have not aged well.
No, they haven't. Lee, what's a bad movie you recommend?
A bad movie that I recommend.
Yep.
I have a lot of bad movies that I recommend.
Well, pick one, my friend.
Outer Space, and the one that I picked right now is Dr. Detroit. This movie is
with Dan Aykroyd?
Dan Aykroyd, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a gem of a film. He plays a college professor in Chicago that gets roped into a whole fiasco with some pimps and high-class prostitutes, and hilarity ensues.
It's a real fish out of water story. That old trope.
And the doctor has a claw. That's the one movie from the 80s that I'd like to remake and see if I could be the aforementioned doctor.
Well, Jason Geis agrees. It is so bad. All right, real quickly, we're going to wrap this up. What's a movie that you're kind of embarrassed that you haven't seen, my friend?
Usually, it'll be the movie that somebody's talking about that I just agree to saying that I've seen it.
When's the last time you did that? Or what's something that you remember? What's a movie you remember doing that with?
Probably. What's the movie? My friend, he was talking about it, and it's Oscar nom. I want to say probably Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, because it's in our Netflix queue.
Okay. And
just through text messages, like, oh, it's in our queue. Watch it. It's so great. And I'm like, God, I gotta watch this movie. They asked any questions. And
so you literally lied to your friend, and
just
who's
so the
definitely watching. Wow.
I don't know if he's watching.
Okay, on that note, folks, let's get back to the action, and let's jump into round 3.
This is a new one.
Yes, Danger Zone.
Well, again, for those of you who watched last week, I think it's appropriate because rounds 3 through 5 definitely are the danger zone. In rounds 1 and 2, we were generous enough to give you the actor's name. But in rounds 3 through 5, we're only going to give you the names of a character in the movie. Which, again, based on your familiarity with said movie, could be helpful or could be hurtful. Let's hope it's more helpful than not. So, Kate...
Yes.
After a perfect 2 rounds,
I'm ready.
Are you ready for round 3?
I'm ready to get into the danger zone.
Heck yeah. All right. So, Kate, round 3, this 1998 action thriller included this person, President Beck.
Oh, no. Uh-huh.
The place is Messiah, which is a space shuttle.
Okay.
And the thing is an asteroid.
Oh, okay. All right. So, so Messiah is I'm hearing it, and I can see. I know the audience can't see Lee on the back end, and I can, and Lee knows it and is like freaking out.
Don't let
And
him bluff you.
right. Well, and here's the thing: is like around '98, we were inundated with a lot of the Earth is gonna get hit by something movies, right?
Yeah, it was a real thing back then for some
It
reason.
it really was. And so for me, I think if I may, I would like to use and ask the audience because in my mind, I'm almost sure it's Armageddon. However, I would like to make sure that I check with the audience first
Sure.
because it's definitely not Deep Impact, but it could be the other one that I'm not thinking of. Which is where there's one because Messiah, they go all the oil drillers don't want to miss a thing, so they get in the Messiah and then they go up and they get the Russian cosmonaut and then they get on. Then it's Liberty and and then Animal Crackers and then they do it. Do you know what I'm saying? So what does the audience think?
Okay, so you're gonna use the audience lifeline.
Yes, please.
Okay. And so we've got a lot of great guesses here. So CSZ Bethany says Armageddon.
Okay.
The Los 18, the creator of the game, who did not write this clue, says Armageddon.
Okay.
CSZ Bethany emphatically then typed it again in all caps. S Medina 47, Sammy Medina says Armageddon.
Okay.
I
just wanted to
and then Carly Cohen says Joel thinks it's Deep Impact.
No, Joel, it's not because nobody goes up into the. It's not I think it's a comet.
Okay.
Impact.
All right. Joel can't talk back to you. Let me just get through a couple more of these, my friend.
Hi.
Marilette says Deep Impact, and now Bethany says, "Wait, I want the director." So that's what we've got from the chat.
Great.
Thank you, chat.
So I don't want to blow that lifeline yet. Actually, you know what? Oh, this is the only question I'll have in this round, right?
They all the lifelines carry over, so
Give me
you
that
feel
director.
free.
Give me that director.
You got it. So you're going to use your director lifeline, and the director of this 1998 movie was Mimi Leder, or Mimi Leder, Leder, Mimi Leder.
Shit! Like now I'm more confused.
That's
you know
the
what?
dilemma with this.
I want to trust my instinct that Messiah is definitely from Armageddon, so I'm going with Armageddon.
Your answer is Armageddon, and unfortunately, that is incorrect.
No!
So Lee's gonna get a chance to steal here. Lee, before you offer a guess, just want to let Ryan know Lee is gonna steal here.
Deep Impact was a comet.
Okay, Lee gets a chance to steal. Lee, what is your guess?
Okay.
I'm gonna need something quick. You got a lot of information at your disposal,
Yep,
so
I do.
Guess.
I'm gonna say Deep Impact.
That is correct, my friend.
No!
It's bittersweet popcorn.
I don't
wasn't
want
popcorn.
get it out of my face.
It was an asteroid, but the director of Armageddon is Michael Bay.
I know, that's why I got confused. But
and then the writer, it's one of J.J. Abrams' movies. Anyway.
Okay, save it for your podcast.
Fine.
All right.
What happened? I gotta get it out here.
Lee, you should. Everyone else has one. Okay, great. We're gonna throw it to Lee for his round 3 guess. Lee, great steal though, my friend.
That was on my edge. I didn't know the director. I remember Beck. I didn't remember the spaceship, but I rember those 2 movies. She's right. There's Dante's Peak and Volcano.
We've got more trivia to go, my friend. So for this round 3, this 2006 suspenseful movie, your person is Eisenheim. Your place is a magic show in Vienna. And your thing is a horse-drawn carriage.
Oh, baby. I know this. So this actually, I'm pretty sure this is starring Edward Norton. If I'm thinking of the movie, right? He's embroiled in something else. This came out around the same time as The Prestige. I saw a sneak preview where I had a huge fight about seats. At that movie.
It's always a huge fight about seats, my friends. That's why I love that now you can pick your own seat. Takes all that out of the way.
Jessica Biel's in it as the love interest, I think. Trying to think of the title. I'm trying to like imagine it in my head.
Sure. Do you want to use a lifeline?
Yeah, let's do the audience. Let's do the audience.
Great. Okay, audience, we're going to need you to jump into the chat. So right now, CSE Bethany says The Prestige, question mark. Black Agave says The Prestige or the other one. Carly, I know, right? So it's tough. Carly Kohake says Now You See Me with the question mark. But Now You See Me, Lee knows was done later. It was done much later than 2006. He knows that. Paul
Giamatti's the detective. If that helps anybody.
Yeah, Lee, you are hovering so close to this movie.
Just the name.
And then Christine Mortensen says The Illusionist? Question mark. Black Agave seems to agree. Jane the Virgin says that was my thought, but I don't recall a horse-drawn carriage as a big thing.
It is in there. Yeah, all the time. That's how they get around.
And then Carly Kohake says, "Oh, okay." I don't know why she took that tone with us.
I'm sorry. But
all right,
you know
Lee, does that help?
I think that does help. I'm going to say they are right. They are right with the title. It's The Illusionist. Yes.
Lee, your round 3 answer is The Illusionist, and that would be correct. Enjoy some popcorn courtesy of the chat. Great work, chat. Great job.
Thank you, guys. I had everything but the flippin'
title. Yeah, but no, you're right. Ed Norton is the lead. He is the illusionist. Jessica Biel is also in that as well. The director is Neil Berger. I don't know if that would have helped.
He was there. We did a talk back. It would have helped. I should have done that too.
Okay, all right, great. Well, Lee has flexed his movie knowledge in round 3, and he's basically doubled up his score, and he's doubled up his lead against Kate Cohen. At the end of 3 rounds, our score is 4-2. And folks, now's a perfect time to take a snack break.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Welcome back to Snack Time. Hope you're enjoying Person Place Thing. This week on Snack Time, we got a rapid fire doubleheader. I'm talking about 2 candies in the same video. My assistant's gonna toss me some candies right about now. It's Raisinets and Snow Caps. Released by the same company in 1927, the Blumenthal Chocolate Company released Raisinets, chocolate-covered raisins, and Snow Caps, semi-sweet chocolate non-perils. I think I said that word correctly. Also in 1927, some notable film releases were the German sci-fi Metropolis and the original Chicago, a silent film starring Phyllis Haver. Now let's do a taste test. Me and my assistant are about to taste test Snow Caps. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You already got them in your mouth. Disgusting. Me and my assistant are about to taste test Raisinets. Cheers. Now those are classics. Let's get back to the show.
And we're back. Thanks, Miguel, for that awesome, entertaining, and informative snack break. Once again, Miguel Lepe is our head writer here at Person Place Thing. So I just want to thank Miguel once again. And friends, we're back in the action. It's round 4. Kate, you've got a little ground to make up, but you can do it here, friend. It's within your reach.
Yep.
You'll be fine. All right, Kate. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and reveal those clues, my friends. So, all right. So this 1998, I could categorize this to be a action thriller. The person is Robert Clayton Dean. Once again, that is a character name, not an actor name. Robert Clayton Dean.
Okay.
The place is a lingerie store. Again, I will say this, it's not the primary location, but it is a location that is used in the movie.
Okay.
And the thing is a hidden wiretap.
Robert Clayton Dean, lingerie store, a hidden wiretap. And this is 1998, like
1998.
thriller.
Yep. Correct.
Okay. Robert Clayton Dean. It's definitely not Basic Instinct. Just because
Definitely not.
No,
It's not.
definitely not, because that would be like there would just be other different things. Other different things? You heard me right. Okay.
I also like that there's a hidden wiretap versus the visible wiretaps that are so effective.
Speaking to my wiretap.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Okay, so here is what I would like to do. I don't know. However,
Okay.
I have a couple things rattling around in my brain. So I would like to phone a friend. I would like to use my phone a friend lifeline.
Okay. You're going to call your... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm going to call my sister Alexis. And this is like like she's a little bit older than me, so I feel like this is something that she would have like seen with her cool friends, like that I wasn't cool enough to be, with.
I am calling your sister Alexis.
Okay, she should pick up the phone.
Hello.
Alexis, this is Jesse Gomez, the host of the hit Twitch.tv show Person Place Thing. How are ya?
Doing great. How are you?
Hi,
I'm fantastic. Kate's trying to hijack this call. This isn't about you, Kate. This is Alexis and I getting an opportunity to get to know one another. Alexis, I hear you're in the Mountain Time Zone, so I'm sorry if I'm interrupting dinner, but you answered the phone, so here we are, friend. Here's how this works. I'm going to give you 3 pieces of information, and you're going to have to give me a movie title. Sound good?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. And say hi to Wes back there if Wes is listening. Help Alexis out if you can. All right, so Alexis, this 1998 action thriller, I'm going to give you a person. This is a character in this movie. The character's name is Robert Clayton Dean. A place featured in the movie is a lingerie store. And the thing is a hidden wiretap.
My gosh.
Obscure, huh?
And I want to be clear, it's okay if you don't know it. I still
Seems
love
that
you.
way, but I'm terrified it's going to be terribly obvious.
Well, it'll be obvious to some, but don't worry about it. So yeah, Robert Clayton Dean is a character in the movie. There's a lingerie store. It's not the central location, but it certainly is kind of helps move the action forward. The movie was filmed came out in 1998. Any guesses?
No. No.
Wes, what's going on? What are you thinking?
That's Wes.
Why are you yelling?
That's Wes right here. He looked terrified that Jason Lee was in the movie too.
Yeah, he was.
Enemy of the State.
Okay, thanks very much, Alexis and Wes. Tune in to twitch.tv every Thursday night at 7 p.m.
I love you guys.
Central
Thank
Time. Kate claims that she loves you, but I really love you. Bye.
So Wes said enemy of the state, right?
Wes said enemy of the state.
I love my brother-in-law. I trust him. I trust my sister forever. So that's my answer. Enemy of the state.
And that would be correct.
Ah! Thank you, Lex. Thank you, Wes.
I love that. Family first, right?
Family first. You gotta trust him.
You gotta trust him. We gotta give major props to Wes because he came from behind the shadows. He
Literally,
called out the
probably
Jason Lee.
Probably from the other room.
Yes.
I mean, just like diving in for the but it's a team effort, as all marriages are. So
it's a team effort, but somebody gets an extra helping of dessert tonight, and we know who that somebody is. All right, Kate, great job. Way to close the gap. And who knows, maybe you'll steal one from Lee. Speaking of Lee, are you ready for your round 4 question?
Yes.
You don't look terrified at all, my friend. Your nerves are really calmed down. All right, let's get into it. All right, Lee. This 1996 comedy classic, dare I say, features the person Stephen Kovacs. That's the name of a character in the movie. A place, and let's make sure to thank Miguel for this one, is a men's bathroom. And this hopefully will help out a little bit. The thing is a giant satellite.
Man, giant satellites were like really big in the 90s. So many movies. I have The Arrival, GoldenEye. Oh, geez, Louise.
You want to use a lifeline?
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and use the lifeline of the director.
Okay. Might I say excellent choice. This 1996 comedy was directed by Ben Stiller.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. It's starring Jim Carrey, Matthew Broderick. It was the cable guy. It was one of the MTV pushed the hell out of that movie because I was like, I think it's Ben Stiller's like first directorial effort in film, I think.
So what is your answer, Lee?
Cable guy.
Okay, I wish I could deduct points because you didn't say cable guy, but I can't deduct points, and that is a correct answer. Congrats.
Cable guy.
Yeah, I think this is one of those classic examples of when the movie director really helped get the right answer. So congratulations, Lee. Congratulations, Kate. You both got correct answers this round. But it's time for us to head into our fifth round.
God, that's good.
And hey, who knows? Maybe this round somebody will phone home.
Ooh.
Sorry. I couldn't help myself. Okay. You guys seem to be a fan of me. All right, great. So Lee's choosing to disappear this round in his Max Headroom environment. But Kate, it's time for your round 5 clue. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I don't know if I have a chance, but I'm ready.
I think you've got a chance. And that round 4 one was really, really hard, right? And I think that's a perfect example of trusting in our network, okay? And remember, all 3 of your lifelines are available this round, right?
Right.
So keep that in mind.
I'm ready.
Excellent. So, round 5.
Mm-hmm.
Your person is Abraham. That's a character in the movie.
Okay.
This was a 1997 biopic.
You guys are just like in high school for me, and it's great. Thank you. Uh-huh.
Just keep in mind there is one single man writing all of these clues. So we got a huge budget. And your place is a tour bus.
Okay.
And your thing is pizza with hot sauce.
Abraham. This is a 1997 biopic.
Correct.
Okay. Abraham on a tour bus. Pizza with hot sauce. Okay, so it's a biopic. So my guess here is that it has something to do with it's about a musician. So that's my guess. But I'm not 100% sure. So I would like to get the director, please.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm not going to make any guarantees, but I'm pretty certain this is not going to help you. The director is Gregory Nava.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I don't know. I want to ask the audience.
Perfect. So we're going to go to the chat. So everyone in the chat, if you have any guesses, just to recap, it's a 1997 biopic. So that's based off of a real person's life. Your clues are Abraham, a tour bus, pizza with hot sauce. Abraham is also maybe another acceptable pronunciation of the person's name.
Okay.
Abraham or Abraham. CSE Bethany says no idea. Los, the creator, says no clue yet. Oh man, this is even stumping the at-home audience. So Miguel really outdid himself this time.
Oh man, thanks, Miguel.
Wow, this is a real bitty problem we've got on our hands here.
Tour bus. Pizza with hot sauce.
I would say, Marilette, not to put you on the spot, but if you're still in the chat, do you have any guesses? Okay, so Cristiciano says Selena, question mark. Marilette Martinez says Selena. CSE Bethany says Selena with 3 exclamation points. Christine Mortensen says Selena. Yes. Carlos says Selena's my guess. So everyone's kind of coalescing and gathering around Selena. What do you think?
I love and trust all of those people, so I'm going to go with Selena.
And guess what? Trust is rewarded here on Person, Place, Thing. That is correct.
Yes, give me that popcorn. Put it in my face.
I realize I've been selfishly eating my unfair share of popcorn, so I apologize to you.
It's to share. It's yours anyways. You provided it.
But in all fairness, if I wanted to share, I probably should have ordered some myself, right?
That's totally fine.
Great job, Kate. You've just...
I didn't do anything.
Well, you used your resources, and we reward that here on Person, Place, Thing. So, Lee, your lead just got trimmed down. So it's really important for Lee to get this next answer correct, because if he does, he pretty much cements his victory tonight. If he does not, Kate has a chance to steal. And she could tie it up. So Lee, no pressure, but you've pretty much been unhinged since the moment you got here. So I don't know how much more tense you can get, my friend. All right, Lee. So final round. Your person is Bob. Your place is a recording studio, and your thing is a giant plastic carrot.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this movie was released in 1987.
No. You don't have to tell me anything. I'd like you to call my friend because I just want to tell him this movie. I want him on the line when I tell him.
Oh my gosh! Lee Russell, bold strategy.
I know what this is. I'm just calling my friend because I told him it would happen. So.
Okay. So, your friend is Aaron, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I am calling your friend Aaron right now.
Hello?
Aaron, this is Jesse Gomez, the host of the hit Twitch.tv game show Person, Place, Thing. It's a movie trivia game show. Your friend Lee Russell is here. He wants you to know that it's the final round. This is basically for all the marbles. But,
oh, man.
Aaron, in an M. Night Shyamalan style twist, he doesn't even need your help, unfortunately. He's confident he knows the answer. So I'm going to reveal these clues, and then I guess I'm going to let Lee just drop the mic here. Aaron, are you ready?
Yeah, let's get the win, baby.
All right, cool. So this is a 1987 movie. The person, a character in the movie's name is Bob. The place is it takes place at a recording studio, or at least part of it does. And the thing is a giant plastic carrot. Lee, what's your answer?
All right. I got to let you know a little backstory here. I've watched this
Aaron.
movie maybe every year of my life since it came out. I know so many stupid little details about this movie.
Okay.
And every time I think about it, I just have Isai Morales looking up in the sky saying, Richard!
Oh!
And the movie is La Bamba. I'm bad, baby. I love this movie. I'm screaming my head off. This movie's amazing. Basura! That's what he says with the carrot.
Aaron, does this ever stop? I mean, Lee got it right, and now he's just relishing in victory while we have a hard-fought battle. Aaron, your friend just won week 2 of Person, Place, Thing. Thank you so much, Aaron.
All right, I did nothing to help, but we'll take all the credit.
Okay, my friend, it's the American way. Oh, Lee Russell, congratulations. With that correct answer, you have cemented victory here in week 2 Person, Place, Thing. Let's bring Kate back. Kate, my friend, hard-fought battle.
You know what? I feel like more than knowing things, I asked other people, and I'm fine with that. And Lee, a huge congratulations. You're an incredible competitor.
All right, we're almost running out of time. So, Lee, I've got one additional challenge for you tonight.
Okay.
The creator of the show, Carlos Diaz, aka the Los 18, sent me a bespoke, a tailor-made creator clue just for tonight. And this one is hard, my friend. But if you hung out with Carlos and I in the 90s, which you didn't, because I didn't meet you until about 5 or 6 years ago, you might know this one. All right, Lee, are you ready?
Ready.
Our person is Radamez. Our place is an arcade, and our thing is a gun.
Can I ask the director?
Yep, the director is Ernest Dickinson. Fun fact about Ernest Dickinson is he's a frequent collaborator with Spike Lee. He also directed the movie Bulletproof and some episodes of The Walking Dead, oddly enough. 1996 classic. Inner city, urban, gritty, crime, drama.
This is what I think it is, but I'd like to poll the audience.
You can't.
Okay, I can't? Fine. Clockers. That's my movie, Clockers.
Oh, great guess. Let's go to the chat to see if anyone knows the correct
Clockers
answer.
is directed Spike Lee. No. Clockers is directed by Spike Lee.
Lee, you've already won.
But I didn't. I just lost. Damn it!
It's okay. This movie starred Omar Epps and Tupac.
Oh, Gridlocked!
No.
No,
Incorrect.
that was Tim Roth.
Kate, do you have a guess?
I know. It's I can like see the cover of it.
Oh.
It's got a killer soundtrack, and the movie is called Juice.
No, Juice!
Juice.
Yes, a huge movie for Los and Jesse growing up. We got one single grain of popcorn. Folks, this has been Person, Place, Thing. Thank you so much. Thank you to Kate Cohen and Lee Russell. Once again, thank you to Ryan Ford, our producer and our magician behind the scenes. Stick around because coming up next, we've got Hollywood Squares. We've got Among Us at 9 p.m. And every Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and 9:30, we've got our signature comedy sports show. Thanks very much, and hopefully we'll see you next week.